What's going on? This is Caleb Graham from Caleb Graham Marketing. Welcome back to another lesson. So in this one's called Attention First, Money Later. You need this before you even think about making a sale. So I'm going to start off with a quote that I came up with, which is, to capture their attention, you must give immense value, and then you must continue doing so to keep it. So I'm talking about your ideal prospects and clients. To capture the attention of these people, you have to give them immense value, something that's worthy of them stopping what they're doing or giving you their time so that they'll get something back for that, something that's useful, helpful, and targeted towards what they need. And you need to keep that going. You need to keep a habit of that to maintain their attention. The less value that you give, the less attention they will pay. The more value that you give, the more attention they will pay. So value is determined by what's valuable to them in a practical and real way. It's about focusing on them. In marketing, you must always remind yourself to focus on them in the same way that they are focusing on themselves. It's essentially about speaking the same language. If they feel that you're giving in such a way that's genuinely going to help and that you're not focusing on yourself, but rather focusing on them for real, now you're speaking their language, right? It's as simple as that. You know, I watch certain people's content because they give stuff that is more helpful and more useful to me than the other stuff out there. It's not because I specifically like their humor, their accent, or their office decor. And so this is a perfect example of the contrast principle that I spoke about in lesson number 6 on calebgrahammarketing.com. So I recommend checking that one out. It's called Beware the Contrast Principle in Business. That's lesson 6. But anyway, here's another quote for you. Unhindered value gets undivided attention. Consistency in providing unhindered value can build a cult-like following around your brand and around your established place of value. I'll talk more about the established place of value and the importance of having one in lesson 1, if you want to check that out on my blog or YouTube channel as well. So if you hold back on the value, they'll hold back on clicking your link, opting in, watching your video, downloading your free giveaway. They'll hold back on reading, watching, or consuming the free giveaway at all. They'll hold back on opening your emails, etc. And they may not even make it so far as to even see what you're offering for sale because they were subconsciously already pumping the brakes, unsure if there was really enough value going on here relative to your realm and your funnel and your content and your marketing. They're unsure if there was really enough value going on here, so they're pumping their brakes. They're not sure if it's worth it to keep going. They're not sure if it's worth their attention and their time. So if they don't determine that you and what you're doing in the first place is worth their attention or their time, you won't have to worry about making a sale. They simply won't venture into your realm or your funnel that far. And you can see lesson 17 where I speak of the sideways funnel, which speaks about how value is what gives people that reason to move through your funnel all the way instead of never making it to a point where you can make any money. In that sideways funnel lesson, I talk about how if you tilt the funnel on its side, now it's instead of gravity just pulling the leads down easily to the bottom of the funnel, now you're working against gravity. So it's this visual representation of how it really is in real life. You have to have a justifiable reason or something that would make sense for them to defy the odds, defy the law of gravity, and actually come through your funnel. They're not just going to automatically do it. It's not just going to be gravity pulling them in and pulling them right to your page where they can process and order. The reason that they will come that far and produce that type of result is you giving value. So that's what the sideways funnel in lesson 17 is about. But continuing on, you have to demonstrate that you can help by actually helping. That's essentially what I'm doing on my blog with this very content. Not everyone will watch these videos. I know, and I accept that. But I want those that do to be truly helped so that they come to know, like, and trust me and open more of my emails, click more of my links, and maybe look into paying me for my products, offers, or services. So remember this, to ever have customers, you first have to have link clickers. You first have to have email subscribers, content consumers, email openers, video watchers. Let's say you have a free giveaway like a PDF, ebook, cheat sheet, blueprint. You have to have a reader of that. You have to have someone who's an attention payer. This is an absolute prerequisite. So why not make it a focus point? It all comes back to genuinely helping people and giving massive value, and specifically prior to asking for or receiving any payment. So I have other lessons on that as well, where I talk about the giving of value and why it's important to give massive value. I want to say it's maybe lesson 3, but it's in the first 1 through 5 or so where you can find more info on giving value. And there's other lessons where I touch on it. But I hope you enjoyed this lesson number 12 from CalebGrahamMarketing.com. I'm Caleb. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next lesson. Peace.